Hello, and welcome back. I know it has been a long time since I've recorded a video, but life got in the way, lost my mojo, I had to move again, so the normal stuff. But I'm back and I've created a new journal, and this is also my design team project for Artymaze, and I've used her digital kit Thoughts of Summer, the butterfly labels #1, some labels and freebies. And what was great actually is that with the main kit Thoughts of Summer, you just don't get a kit to create a normal US letter size journal. She also had a bonus in this kit. You get 8 pages lined background for TN size journals. So actually, if you print from the normal kit 2, 3, 4 main pages twice, and you print on the back side the lined paper for the TN size, you actually can create 2 journals out of it. I hope I'm not flickering. It's a little bit difficult to record here. So, and then I've used the butterfly labels #1, and it also contains a bonus. You get fussy cut butterflies. And I also used some freebies of her. So, but let's get started. I want to share it with you. It is a hardcover journal. It measures 5.5 by just shy on 8 3/4, shy under this. It has a 2-inch spine. The cover here, this is fabric that I had in my stash, and I really wanted to use it because of all the beautiful flowers, and it really pops out. I made here a little collage. This is all Andrea. I've also shrunk down pages and print, for example, 2 sheets to 1 page or 4 to 1 page to have a huge variety that I could use. This is a stamp that I had in my stash, and I have just made here in the background a vintage book page and a little bit of lace. So here you also get some beautiful etching. So this is the spine, and this is the other side. I just loved how the flowers popped out on this black. So it's hardcover. The closure is a sari ribbon, and I've edged it with eyelets. And now let's try to flip through. So it's open up like this. So here in the front, excuse me. So here in the front, I have covered then the inside with a piece of cardstock, and I've sprinkled some just randomly some splashes. I've printed out some pages double or 3 times, for example this, and I made a pocket out of it. And then I've collaged here what I had. And for the very first time in my life, I made a, what is it called here, a snippet roll. And I have used it, yay! I was very inspired by Andrea of when she shared her 100-day challenge, and she has used book pages. She made so much cool stuff, and also snippet rolls, and yeah, so. I also made some journal cards myself. For example, this one. It is here on watercolor paper. I've used here a washi sticker, but here this tab, that is actually a ticket from Andrea, and I've used it as a tab. A word from Tim Holtz and some collaging. But this is here from Andrea. It is a stackable tag, so I've used one of the larger tags, and here in the background there are bits and pieces to give it a little bit even more interest, and then I've glued this smaller tag on top. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous page, one of hers that comes with the kit. So here I made out of my journal cards a pocket, and I made this tag. This is also a word from Artymaze, and I've used the shrunk down background tag, and then I've just collaged on it. And here are bits and pieces from her. This is coffee stained paper and sari ribbon ruffles. I've stamped here a little bit. Am I in a frame? I'm not sure. Here I've used an Edith Holden book page. Here again I made, I was inspired by Andrea to use up my book pages. So I've made just a masterboard, collaged on it, and I made here this into a pocket. This is a little bit of sari ribbon. This butterfly labels are from Artymaze. And I made here a mason jar with the, what is it called, envelope punch board. This was from a book, but here also here the words, the background is from Artymaze, and then this little journal card, the butterfly. I've backed it on cardstock, and that's the back side. It's from Artymaze, the words are from Artymaze. Goes in here. Grid paper, just blank, because I have not embellished every page. A lot, but not every page. So here this is green coffee stain paper. I made it into a pocket. Here is the piece of the snippet roll that I made. And here you can always see here from Artymaze everything. And here, that is an example. When you get when you buy the main kit, you get these pages for a TN size journal. And I've printed 2 pages on 1. So to shrunk it down. And then I've made a journal card out of it. This here is a ticket from Artymaze. It's also from Artymaze. I've just sewn here a little bit around. You can you see it? The butterfly is from Artymaze. This label is from Artymaze. It's put in there. Gorgeous, gorgeous page from her, from the thoughts of summer. And when I think of summer, I always think of a lot of flowers, butterflies, and birds. I don't know. Here's some lined paper, doily, and here is the first envelope that comes with the kit. And here's a little journal card. And then you get a sheet of tags, and you could cut them apart. I did it with 1, and then I let 2 together. Oops, 2 together to get a flippy thingy. It's actually this, and I did not cut it here apart. I just have folded it, and I've put it here with a paper clip. I couldn't even make it more bulky, not possible. So this is a book page that I had in my stash, but I just love here this vintage flowers and everything. This is a piece of my masterboard turned into a pocket, but here the butterfly and the label they are from Artymaze. And inspired by Andrea, I made here this pocket, no, what is it called? Coin envelope? I think so. So it opens up like this. So you can open it, you can put something here in there, and I've put and I've made an additional pocket here, and I've put one of the big butterfly tags in there, and then on the back side you can journal. It was an idea. So I hope the camera is not flickering too much. This is an avocado dyed paper that I've just put some splashes on, and the sari ribbon. Here's the back side. This is the card that comes with Andrea's kits. And here again, masterboard pieces, just collaged book pages, and then I've used here bits and pieces from Andrea, the butterflies from Andrea, and here let us dance in the sun wearing white flowers in our hair. That's so sweet. And this was a freebie, this word. On this page, I cut out, so I have glued a page from Andrea onto book pages, and then I've used here the Tim Holtz, how do you call this die? Oh, I don't know. You see it in a minute. I pop everything out. So you see here, this is all Andrea's paper, the label, the butterfly shrunk down, And then here a ticket, more butterfly tickets, oopsie, even more butterfly tickets, and butterfly tickets. And you can always journal on the back side. So now you see here this Tim Holtz die. I can't remember. So put them back there. Lots of butterflies. I love butterflies. So this is a vintage music behind. And here I made a tag pocket, I would say. I've just collaged. This is here a cutout from a book that I had. But here, this is also Artymaze. So every scrap that I had left, I've used for collaging somewhere. So this is a stackable tag. This was actually a, how do you call it, rub-on piece, but the rest, here's some vintage music art here. This is from Artymaze and also the background. And I had a die for this tab. It goes in here. This is here a sheet from a vintage photo album. And I found this brown paper in my stash, and I thought, well, stenciling maybe doesn't show up, but I thought, why not sewing lines on this paper? So actually you journal then between the lines. Another beautiful page from Artymaze. Let me come a little bit closer. So I'm sorry for the flickering, but now you can see the beautiful page. Here are the background line papers. And this is my center. It was a calendar sheet that I had in Germany. Watercolors, flowers. And I've binded the signature with a baker's twine. Just want to show you this again. Isn't that beautiful? Here's the other side of the brown. And here I've used also the snippet roll. And yeah, here I've stenciled a little bit, and then here again the sewing lines. Excuse me. On this vintage music sheet side, I made three. What is it called? Triple pocket, and I put here some butterfly labels. And this is made out of a punch board, with a punch board. So I've used a small piece of my masterboard to make it sturdy. I have then used the technique on my punch board to get this mason jar. And then I've decorated it with Artymaze's papers. So every bit that I had left, I've put somewhere. Here, this in the background, this label is from Artymaze. This is a freebie. And here it says, the flower that blooms in adversity is the most rare and beautiful of all. That's charming. I put the word charming here. But it also opens up. It's a little journal space. I've stamped here with some bird stamps. This is again just a scrap of Artymaze paper. And then a frame. Yeah. And here I made a flip up, down. So this is actually, so this is Artymaze. I've used as a background a book page. Flips up. So here you can see Artymaze's papers, the saying, the number, and then it flips down. And I also just have stamped here on the inside some birds. So you have additional journal space. This pocket I made out of Artymaze's paper, glued it to some book page, and then I've sewn around the butterfly and label. And here a stackable tag again, and I've used here some eyelash trim. That's the beautiful book page that I had. And here I also have just clipped onto this lined page from Artymaze. Let me remove the paper clip. So you get this journal cards. I've let them attach together, and you can journal here inside, and I've just clipped it to this page. Takes a while. So, oops, I made it wrong. Happens. Excellent. So here I have an envelope from Artymaze in original size. I also printed 2 envelopes on one page, so I shrunk them down, but this is original size. And I've glued 2 together, and I've reinforced them here with a little bit of washi. It folds out. And here's a journal card from Artymaze. A little doily, some lined papers, background papers. And here this gorge, oh, I love it. Here I made a little bit of a ink boo-boo. But okay, it works because I had this here. You see later that I made a lot of more boo-boos with ink. Here I've just stenciled a little bit and glued some lace. This is here now the shrunk down envelope. So from this original size I've printed 2 on one page to get this little size, and I've just clipped it here on this page. Yeah, Edith Holden, we know that. Here again a collaged piece tuck from my masterboard. This butterfly is here from Artymaze as well as the label, and here another stackable tag. Smaller ones with a little bit of music and some vintage writing on the larger tag. And that is the first big ink boo-boo. So, but I think it's beautiful. Actually, it turns out beautiful. Here I made a little collage with the bird, but here this is Artymaze. So I fussy cut some birds out of my book. And this is Artymaze, a freebie. This is Artymaze from the kit. Here in the background, a little bit leftover scraps from Artymaze. And here again, a piece of this TN size background page. And I printed 2 on one page to get journal cards. This is one of the tickets. And I've used it as a tab and then just sewn around. A little teeny tiny ticket. And a word from Artymaze. The label is from Artymaze as well as the butterfly. We come here now to the second signature. Beautiful pages from Artymaze. Really, really beautiful. And I see right now I have to change my camera settings a little bit because there's too much shade. I'm sorry. Lined pages as the background. I made here a pocket from a journal card that I made here with watercolor, some stamping, some parchment paper. But this butterfly is from Artymaze and the Tim Holtz World. But this here is again a stackable tag from Artymaze with this. I love it. I love it. Edith Holden. The butterfly here is from Artymaze. This label is from Artymaze. And here a second coin envelope that you can journal here, and on the back side is a collage. This is Artymaze. This is a piece of book page that I had left, and the ticket from the butterfly tickets number 1. And just to hold it in place, I just have wrapped this baker's twine around. Beautiful Artymaze page. Oh, I love the flowers. Sorry, I can't help myself. And lined paper, doily. And here's the other side. Again, the envelope in full size printed, and I've glued 2 together to make a page out of it. And here we have some a journal card with this lined TN size paper, background paper. Oopsie. And here I've just clipped again these 2 cards. I haven't cut them apart, just made it into a folding, and then I've clipped it just here onto the page. You get more and more and more journal space. This is the other side from the gorgeous book that I had. Here again, the background is Artymaze's paper glued onto book pages, and I made a pocket out of it. The butterfly is from Artymaze, the ticket. And then you have here another mason jar. This is also so sweet. And the word, this is washi. No, actually it is not washi. It is a whatever thingy, kind of washi. And I've glued it here to make the lid of the mason jar. And I've cut this again out of with a punch board, envelope punch board. And it flips out. You have here the pocket. This is from a book. And I made here from the Edith Holden book a little banner. And here is the ticket from Artymaze. Avocado dyed paper. And here's another triple pocket with a ticket, butterfly ticket from Artymaze. Oh, let me pull it all out. So I made the triple pocket, and then to decorate here the pieces, I made the triple pocket out of a book page. And then I've glued here bits and pieces that I had left, scraps from Artymaze on top to decorate it. So you have seen the butterfly ticket. This is a small stackable tag from Artymaze. And always remember, if you have a full size sheet, you can print, for example, 2 on 1 to shrink it down. And this is another little mason jar with made with a punch board, and it says, "To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow." And here you can also write a word. This is also from Artymaze. This also to make the lid, and it folds out for journal space. Another one of the, what is it called? The Tim Holtz. I can't remember. Please let a comment. I can't remember how this die is called. So it's full of butterfly tickets. And here's a label that you can write an inspirational word, for example, and a little butterfly from Artymaze. It's from another butterfly. I think it was a freebie. Here, this vintage sheet here from an old album, photo album. And we have here again a fold out with sewn lines. And here this is my snippet roll. Here this is Artymaze, this is Artymaze, this is Artymaze, Artymaze, Artymaze. Beautiful other page from Artymaze. The line paper. And here is my center with, and you see here again with, I've sewn the signature in with a baker's twine. It's a calendar sheet that I had for ages since I was in Germany. Again, a collage, masterboard, pocket, and then here collage with bits and pieces of Artymaze. This is Artymaze. And here we get a journal card from Artymaze. And I just let it, I don't want it to cover up everything with or a collage here now on every bit and piece or journal card or tag from Artymaze. I just love it like it is. Love this color. Another tag pocket that this here is part of a book. And this here is from Artymaze. So if you always have, if you have bits and bobs, Angelika, talk slow. If you have bits and bobs left, just collage with them. It's awesome what comes out. This is another small stackable tag from Artymaze. And I've just here added a little bit of vintage music and some words from a dictionary page. Another flip. Oh, you have additional journal spot. And this is also Artymaze. This is a pocket from my masterboard. Again, collage Artymaze. This is, for example, this is a good example. So you get the fussy cut butterflies as a bonus in the butterfly ticket kit. That's a little journal card that I made. But this year's also Artymaze. This bird I had in my stash. But here also this is from Artymaze. This is the vintage book page, and here again another simple fold out for additional journal spot, and just clipped here onto this lined page. And here's the other side from this envelope. And another journal card from Artymaze. And I've just sewn around. I just didn't want to collage or do anything to it because it's so pretty. So, doily, lined paper from Artymaze. And everything coordinates so very well together. I really had a hard time to stop creating. I have made so much more ephemera, so much more things, but couldn't put everything into this journal. Otherwise, it would have been a super alligator mouth. I mean, it's stuffed. Snippet roll, and I've used here also again Artymaze in background. This butterfly, and here again one of the lined background papers for the TN size. So that's the bonus. Printed 2 sheets on one. This here is the ticket, like this one, and a word, it just says sewn here. So additional journal space. And this is another shrunk down envelope. I haven't filled it, but so if you print 2 envelopes, original size to 1 page, you get the smaller ones. And I like to include them. It's just clipped here. Another collage with Artymaze's tickets, the butterfly. Here, this is in the background, it is a Tim Holtz stamp ticket thingy. I made this journal card here on watercolor, used some washi flowers, but here, this, can I show it? Yes, this better. This here, this tab, is a ticket from Artymaze. Here I made a little boo-boo with the blue, but well, and you get loose fibers for free. Sorry. Another collaged masterboard piece turned into a tuck, and the bird I had, but this year is Artymaze. And another stackable tag. Some beautiful lined papers from Artymaze, and this is the last page. I love it. I just love it. And here on the inside, again, here this in the background, this greenish one with the leaves, it's from Artymaze, glued onto book page to make it sturdy, sewn around, made this collage. I think this one was from Tim Holtz. Not sure if that is maybe Tracy Fox, could be. I had some bits and pieces on the table, but this and this is all Artymaze. And the journal cards that I have made with watercolor paper, but here again I have used the tickets as tabs. You can also use those to put them here on the edge of the pages and use them as tags. And a stackable last tag, here with a little bit of sari ribbon and this beautiful flower. Well, that was a long walk through. It was not a flip through, but I hope you like the ideas that I made here. And I had really a lot of fun creating that, really a lot of fun. So I highly suggest go over to Artymaze's shop and buy the kits. You can create so many different things with that, not just a journal. You can make a folio or whatever, decorate everything that you like. Yeah, so I hope you like this journal. I had really a lot of fun. I will link everything down into this description box. All links for Artymazes, all the kits that I have used. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. It took me a while now. I hope you're not tired. And I'm on a run now. I want to create more journals. So stay tuned. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. Go check out Andrea's kits. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.